WNO card.
What's
yeah,
WNO?
That was who's number one?
Who's number one?
That last one. So we had Mikey Muskemi in his return to no gi. He won triangle armbar against Marcelo Cohen.
He killed it.
Yeah.
Didn't we call that?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then
What did we call it? I mean, yeah, it's not that hard.
Nicky Rod won by decision against Yuri.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yuri's such a vet.
Who did we? Did we call Nicky? Did we go with Nicky? Yeah, I think so.
But he didn't submit Yuri. It's just Yuri's such a gamer. Oh man, so just kind of here we go a little bit. That whole deal with Yuri Simone's didn't get subbed. Yeah, why? Was he's just such a veteran. He knows how to compete, right?
Yeah.
Which reminds me of Ben Askren and the freaking, I don't want to give him airtime, but it's the same thing. Does Ben Askren have the skills to necessarily box him? Not necessarily, but is he a guy that's won world championships in multiple sports? He's a fucking Olympian, bro. That guy knows how to compete, as in, how do I win within this rule set? You know what I mean? And, I mean, those guys are hard to beat. He was a champion in multiple sports. So that Jake Paul thing, it's the same thing, I think, with that Yuri thing. Yeah, he's good, but he's just such a veteran, he couldn't sub him. Nicky couldn't finish him.
Yeah.
Because Yuri knows how to compete, how not to lose, He's like ADCC vet.
Just Nicky's that up-and-coming savage.
He's a monster, dude. Monster. He's got a great training room, great facilities. Physically, he seems like an elite level athlete. I mean, yeah, he's definitely an elite level athlete.
Yeah, for sure.
Maybe even juiced. So.
Acai.
Yeah.
That acai.
Big time acai.
Badger milk.
Yeah.
Elon Mercadita.
That's what I was telling G tonight. Because he came.
Hey, Mercaditos got acai. You need them, we got them.
The Mercadita has acai.
Acai.
And then we also had Oliver Taza winning by decision over Johnny Tama.
We called that.
Lonnie's so happy about victories.
We called him, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're talking about jiu-jitsu people, so hopefully we can make the right call.
For sure, for sure.
I thought he would finish.
Then you got the main event, Gordan Ryan beating Vagner Rocha.
Yeah.
Called it.
Control.
Triangle. He called it, too.
Man's a savage.
He did.
He left a note with the announcer.
He did call it.
Had a triangle in it, and then bang, pull it out. It's a triangle. He I think he set him up with a Kimura, right? Kimura to a triangle finish. Yeah.
I mean,
Nasty.
for the people that don't know, Gordan Ryan was going to have a match, and he wrote down a symbol of a triangle, which is a submission called the triangle. You can get it from many different positions, and he's basically calling his shot. Then competed and submitted a guy with, in fact, a triangle. A 10-piece style, not a 10-piece style, but that inverted rear triangle. In my opinion, not so much done in the gi. Some no gi places are doing it. 10 Planet really does it a lot. I mean, it's in the warm ups. Not super complicated. I'm kind of surprised Vagner got caught in that particular little, what do you want to call it, sequence. It's not like a dynamic sequence. It wasn't like some crazy thing. Wagner's on bottom. Gordan's on top. Wagner's kind of coming up for an underhook. He's looking not to get guillotine, not to get darce, not to get, submitted. And then Gordan's just kind of doing his thing and,
Wagner
made that transition, got that triangle. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, he weighed on him.
Yeah, Gordan beat him down, yeah.
And he tapped super fast. Yeah. Very quickly.
Yeah.
I think he knew, I am stuck. I don't want to get
Micro adjustments.
hurt.
Yes, shout out micro adjustments.
No, wait. Yeah. Shout out. Yeah.
Because it seemed easy. You're like, you see it and you're like, that's easy. But there's a lot going on,
What's crazy is Gordan doing this to such high level. You know what I'm saying? We're talking about Vagner, dog.
I didn't mean to say it wasn't high level or complicated. I meant to say when I saw it, I was like, yeah, we do that too. Yeah, I do that. I get that sequence. I would have thought it would have been a little slicker, kind of chaining things together, kind of a sequence.
Did they leak who he's going to go against next, or have y'all heard who they're talking about?
Gordan?
Yeah.
Why are you smiling at me like that?
Because I just figured I'm just
put your pants back on.
Am I more up to date or what? Is it jiu-jitsu news?
Yeah,
I haven't heard anything.
What do you think?
For all the fans out there, for all the subscribers.
Don't say Gabby, because that dude is not going to go against Gordan.
Nah, that guy ain't doing it. That's Craig Jones stuff. That's
Shout out Jerry Jones.
Shout out sword fights, whatever they're doing. I don't know. But anyways, no, they're talking about Lovato.
Oh, nice. I like that.
He's
Yeah,
on the
that-
next card.
I'm a huge
That-
Lovato fan.
On the who's number one?
Yeah, on the next one, on the one that was announced for April 30th.
Is he going against Gordon now?
No.
No.
Yeah.
Oh. They were talking about that.
Let me pull it up.
Like,
He's been
that's the
training with
match.
Pettis and Duke Rufus. Lovato has been for MMA, I think. I'm a huge Lovato fan. Huge.
Yeah, that dude's pioneer for the
Solid.
sport. Yeah.
Yeah, shout out to his DVD on Kimura Kimura traps from Top Side Control. Yeah, he's a great person too. He's a great guy, super nice. I know Riley really likes him too. She's been to a bunch of his seminars.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah,
I think he's like one of the winningest American competitors, even though I think he's like half Brazilian, maybe.
Something like that.
He lived in Brazil for a little bit too, but yeah, he's a class
Acai.
act guy, really good. I think he's under the Hibero Bros. Moved to Oklahoma, which has great wrestling and about nothing else, like hunting and wrestling, right? So he has these great
Yeah.
wrestling pedigree, and then he, has a bunch of awesome guys under him. Great foundation. That would be a great fight. I would like to see Lovato versus Gordon. He's very technical, good at passing. He's good off the bottom. I don't think he's super leg aware. I think Gordon, to me, when Gordon hits you with a leg lock, that's like his sharper weapon, in my opinion.
When's the last time Gordon won with a leg lock, though? Really?
ADCC is when he really hits those leg locks because he's
I
like,
haven't
this is
seen-
my bread and
now
butter.
that I think about it, though, I don't. It's been a while, huh?
Yeah, he's been doing that mount to arm triangle a
Yep.
lot.
Because he doesn't have to do the leg locks. He
Mhm.
doesn't have to. And I think he knows that guys are so much going to play a negating game of leg locks that it just leaves that game open, This guy's a good wrestler. I'm a striker. It kind of fucks my striking up because I'm so worried about the wrestling. You know what I'm saying? That kind of thing.
Mhm.
And he changed things together. But to me, Gordon's strength, really his strength, is his leg locks. His fluidity between legs and the back, in my opinion. Obviously, he has dominant, positioning and dominant top and Kimura, all the other stuff. But that's, really where he shines. And when he's at ADCC, he uses that wrestling, and he gets guys with leg lock. Look at Lachlan too. He does a lot of stuff. But when it's time to really kill a guy, when it's like, this guy is high level, I have to win, he's hitting legs. Guys have a gap in those legs. So I think Gordon, if he went against Lovato, he would want to use legs. That'd be a great match, man.
Yeah, I'd be interested in seeing that for
Yeah,
sure.
I'm hoping that one happens.
Yeah, for
Lovato's
real.
older too. He's hard to go against Gordon. You'd almost still I'd have to put money on Gordon, but my heart would put money on Lovato.
Oh yeah,
I'd be
for
like,
sure.
Let's see
Yeah,
him
yeah.
do something. Yeah.